Good afternoon. Let's see where are we going now. I do have some more quests unlocked. Verdict and execution. Hermes appears solemn and sorrowful. All in all, to be a brief interlude, perhaps, but it is time to attend the next task. As Emerson and Hytlodeus are aware, we reached the verdict regarding the fate of Arcanius. Sevens were created for observation, and all seven are, must be unmade. Doros has followed the correct protocol, and as chief overseer, I can find no fault in his judgment. Arcanis would be would disrupt the natural order and ravaging and consuming other species until they themselves starve and perish. They cannot be released onto the wild. They cannot be allowed to remain in Elpis. I intend to petition the Bureau of Architect to have a concept preserved as a restricted purpose hazardous life form. Athaldeus has pledged to support me in this endeavor, and yet whatever Bureau decides the existing Arcanis have served a purpose. Doris has already isolated the creatures, is preparing to carry out the necessary measures. I will join him forthwith. My duty to witness the conclusion to this study. If you are resolved, then we have to accompany you. Of course, let us be off. Then we return to Main Island. And I believe you have a quest for me. Uh, a hypothesis outside is a familiar creature. Oh, cat bats. Uh, what a familiar essence you have, like that of a familiar. If you are familiar with the concept. Oh, just my little joke, Malay. Was it I am Hippotio? Mew, Mew. Yes, yes, we are getting to that. Say hello. Like, say hello to our familiar friend here. She's Eleoros. The Eleoros are one of our newest creations, highly attuned to abnormalities of in the environment. At the first sight of danger, they'll sound the alarm, and by which I mean meow loudly. Though we do best to observe all of our creation, Elpis is simply too large to maintain constant vigil over each and every temperamental species. A more efficient means of detecting conflict between the creature was in order. And so we created the flying kitties. Thus, I have taken this Alorish under my wing to further develop her capabilities in this area, and she does enjoy our little walks. I don't think it's a walking she's doing. Come on, look at it. Uh, we are testing her ability to pinpoint the site of conflict. Would you like to observe? Simply tell her that her task is begun and she will do her utmost to locate the disruptive creatures. Please do subdue the unruly subjects once you found them. We can't have the beast running amok. Mew mew. Alright, where are you going? Bat kitty. Kitty bat, bat kitty. Don't fly very high, do you? Hey, for a flying cat. Alright, where is the disrupted element? Is it going to have a griffin? Since we are going to griffin paddock of sorts? No? Yeah, griffin and tree, yeah. Oh, a blue griffin. That's an interesting one. That you nearby creatures are facing one another and look exponentially dueling griffs. They were dueling, not gonna kill each other. And why is the tree flying? Where? Oi, did she already return? Yeah. Yes, she did. Okay. She seems quite content, but in the science, what were the results? As expected. Well done, little one. Magnificent creatures, the both of you. It's a shame that we cannot give you a pair of tiny wings and a bell too, but it's against protocol, I'm afraid. The Aleoroi are enchanted with their as at birth, so they are able to assimilate properly. I'm certain you have your own unique potential to rise to. But in fact, why not join us for another phase of testing? Another time, lady. Another time. I got my 8th right point. Notes. Notes would be, yeah, on that side on the island now. What were the creatures that he was talking about? I don't know. I can't pinpoint the creature because they have different names. Is that worms? Oh, I see what they are. I see. Four are here. Where are the other three? Four are here. Where are the other three? They are the wolves. Are you hurt? What happened here? They caught me off guard. I had no problem. I had them bound with ethereal shackles, but they became frenzied even more so than usual and broke free. Was able to stop the four. Other three escaped. I see them two have taken to the above 12 wonders. And last is up ahead, lurking in the fields. You Emily, I handled that one. The pair in the sky you can leave to me. If this is how I must end, then so be it. I will render assistance to myself, unneeded though it is. Mention you stay here with Doris. But Hermes, the Arcanist must be worth it. I would the spare you their pain and mine. Uh, this is my birth and not yours. But if you intend to helping, then please follow my lead. So they are basically a precursor to Fenrir's. Yeah, appreciate your help. The limit uh, and limit that is necessary. There it is, our quarry, within the striking distance at present, but if we feel threatened, we may well flee beyond our reach. Here's my plan. You will approach it slowly, in full view, and draw Iconos' attention. Now I warned you, its abilities are fiery as its temperament. Once it spots you, it will unleash orbs of flame. But fear not, by my measure, you are more than equally to the task. Withstand the onslaught a few brief moments, and I will give me a time to catch it unawares. Ready? Let's begin. Why is it? Why am I fighting the fiery eater, not the wolf? Was it something that he was looking to feed on? Come on, I got a lightsaber for you.
Now, oh, forgive me. Please, forgive me. May you and your kin find peace wherever your souls may drift in the underworld. May you find tranquil seas. Be not forgotten. In concept endure. To reclaim form and one day live again. Serve not the star or any purpose save your own. Live again, if that be your desire. Hate, if that be your want. your suffering behind. Lay down your burdens, be born anew. Fly high, fly free.
Join the convocation, Hermes. You do not belong here.
Leave to replace another. To be replaced. It changes nothing. Tell me, do you think it right that we sacrifice all these lives for the sake of the star? And when the star has reached perfection, what then? If all who are satisfied choose to die, shall we all die in satisfaction? I do not know. Were I to take up the seat of Van Daniel, it would be tantamount to approving my predecessor's death. I do not know if it is right. And to be torn by such thoughts, I do not know if I am fit to represent mankind.
Hermes! Please don't be angry. It hurts so.
Forgive me. If you would still consider me in spite of everything, I beg some time to gather my thoughts. Meanwhile, Hythlodaeus, I fear I must trouble you to attend to the others.
'Tis no trouble at all. Take as long as you require.
And you, my friend, I pray you find that which you seek.
I expect we have some few matters to discuss. Shall we return to the 12 Wonders for a time?
Aye.
The other icons have been taken care of. Incidentally is resolved. Life in Elpis continues as normal, or ends as the case may be. Rationally speaking, I understand the Hermes argument. No matter how well deserved the rest, there is a pang of sadness when a colleague leaves us. Can never, as a departure causes me such grief that the enemy appears to feel. What must it be like to experience such torment? Would you like to know? I can teach you. Trouble is at crossroads. Had to days which is to discuss the plan for the remainder of your visit. So where to now? If there is any way would you like to visit before we leave, I should be glad to show you the way. Ramis had not thought to refuse to his position with the convocation merely postponed the decision. As such, I may as well resume my assessment. We cannot accompany him, then I will content myself with questioning his colleagues. Ever the pragmatist. Allow me to remind your humble guide. And what if you like, will you continue to tag along with us? Yeah. Wonderful. Our fellowship travels on unbroken. I say we explore another part of Elpis, see what we encountered there to be had. If you will follow me, we proceed back to Anagnorisis. 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 So are we going to the top? To the top island? The one in northwest. There is one, yeah. But here's my question. We are in past, and if we were to buy any equipment here, would that be more powerful than what we have? We will be able to get in the future. Because yes, right now creation is a entire realm is a whole. The equipment for past day should be a lot more stronger, I guess. I wanna go up there, man. I wanna go up there. A few notes to be had. It's occurrence. How many have I got left? Six. Six left to go. 291 to the south. Okay. Let's get that one first. 291 to south. I think there might be on the island up there. There might be two of them there, or four actually. Thinking. 83 to the south. There it is. 567 northwest. Yeah, northwest over there on top. No, not gonna happen. They are about 15 in total, and I got 6 of 15. And seventh one is right there. And now on the way the other 3 from the quest and the 2 from the from here we followed the path northwest to Notius. Then we'll find one of the teleporters which facilitates travel between the island of its. Part-time travel must be accompanied by someone with the requisite permission, which I have precisely been granted. We only need to use the device once. Henceforth, you will leave. Will have leave to use it freely. Shall we? I wonder what would they have to say about this. Yeah, a car, a car that they don't have yet. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? What would you have? We are not here. This teleporter will take us to Kilimilius, Zephyros, the east-western island. That is right there, looming large above over us. Step this way, and we should admire the view from above. Yeah, I want to be able to fly.
present to you Calamelios Zephyros. Here you will find a number of testing facilities, as well as the observation hub of Poiton Oikos. Right then. Let's begin by... Well, well. An Arrhaeus. How delightful.
And what, pray tell, is that?
Ah, that's a new species of shark. We approved the concept but a few days ago. Sharks are among the most popular sea creatures. Rare is the day when someone does not submit a new concept. At first, they were largely orthodox, consideration given to such things as size and environmental impact, and then a whimsical someone thought to bestow it with flight, another superior intelligence. And then the floodgates burst. Concepts with multiple heads, or arms and legs, and so on and so forth. It was getting absurd. A part of me wanted to tell them to go away and find something else to create, but in the end I couldn't deny their passion. And here we are.
It's her! It's her! Finally meet! We finally
That
meet!
was too close. Are you unharmed? Well now, if it isn't a pair of familiar faces.
Banar, that we should meet you here.
As I mentioned earlier, the better part of the convocation holds that when we retire is when we return to the star. Well, she is not among said majority. Even after stepping down, she carries on with her work. Vanar is her name, and she is the previous Azem.
Ah!
It has been a while, Hythlodaeus. You look well. Less so, Emmet Selk. I dare say the lines upon your brow have both deepened and doubled in number. A shame for one so young. You must make an effort to frown less often.
Easier said than done, thanks to your unruly successor.
How is she, if I may ask?
Incorrigible as ever. Rushed headlong into a volcano on the brink of eruption just the other day. I should be glad to share the tale in its entirety later, if you're so inclined.
That kinda makes sense all of a sudden. Oh wait, I just
Oh, you know I am. Now then, you are? I say, have you perchance come from the future? I do not believe we have ever met, yet I sense my magic upon you. Therefore, if I wove the enchantment, I could only have done so at a later point in time.
What manner of magic is this, if I may ask?
A traveler's ward, of course. It prevents the corruption of one's ether. Primals, you say? But I'm not familiar with such beings. But if they enthrall by warping the balance of ether, then yes, the magic would afford you a measure of protection. I gather from your question that you are not ignorant to its presence.
Hold on. From the future? That's absurd.
What is it? Are you unable to speak of the matter?
The reality to which you must return exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present.
I was told if I change anything, the future changes, and my
So,
world will.
your actions here will not change your history, but they may yet affect the course of ours. How very exciting! I'm quite fond of delving into the unknown, and there's naught more unknown than the future. Until a moment finally arrives, we cannot know for certain what will come to pass, regardless of our supposed foreknowledge, so you needn't worry for us. More importantly, that you should go to such great lengths as to travel unto the past bespeaks the gravity of your quest. Will you not reveal it to us? Mayhap we can be of aid to your cause.
If this is true, then you've been keeping quite the secret to yourself. As a representative of the Convocation, I will hear it all. Your identity, purpose, everything.
Hello. You don't rule over me.
Why don't we move to a place more conducive to calm conversation? I've been working here for some days now at an old friend's behest. If it is agreeable, we may make use of my accommodation at Poiton Oikos.
I'm a suck. Being I'm a suck. Or should I call you Hades?
We were meant to meet. I am certain of it. Else I wouldn't have marked you so clearly and sent you unto myself in the past. It's precisely the sort of mischief I would get up to, and quite inspired, if I do say so myself.
And then travel northeast. Yeah, let's get those first. Ah. Oh, I can see a big boy. I see a big guy. Wait, northeast, that way. Yeah. Oh, I see. This side is where all the big guys are. Okay. My apologies, but before we move along, our colleague has tasked me with the matter which Aradhana left unresolved. Concept engraved crystal and the quick finger earlier, which made off with it. Only as you say, I think we might have seen the culprit before being distracted by the business with the shark. Would you like us to follow its ethereal trail? That would be, of course. Uh, Lead us only to earliest, but there's no guarantee that he hasn't dropped it or stashed it away the crystal, you see. Please, even that much would be enormous helpful while we are hunting down the thief. I can follow behind, scout the forest floor, just in case. I could ask you to join the search. I appreciate another pair of eyes covering the land. Best of here. Many thanks. Small bridge leading to. Let us meet there once we are excited to the effect. So yeah. She knows east. Oh, wait, northeast wasn't it? Why am I going to northwest? East, it is east. This side, in middle of the south. Ah, northwest. Northwest. That way. All the while we explore, eh? Let's get these first, and then we carry on with the storyline. Northwest, 140 to northwest. Well, north. 395 to the north, so it's the next island up. That one over there. Alright. So there is another island, eh? So how many have we got? Three left. Go to south. Go to the new location. So here's a question. Does that mean we can learn Traveler's Word as in ability to cause the provided protection to other people? Because we have um, uh, basically met Vena, the one who actually casted protection on us, and hopefully she will be able to teach us how to cast protection so that we can give it to my own buddies. At last, our last researcher returns. I'm afraid Oliet no longer had the clue, so no, I was able to find it. Was you fared any better? That looks like a crystal of ice or a crystal of light. The crystal, well done. Wonderful. Now I can focus on your tale without the missing concept nagging at my mind. Have you always had the knack for finding things? Traveling and searching go hand in hand. You travel often, then it seems we have something in common. Long ago, when I had the seal of wisdom, I was forever trekking back and forth across the star in search for answers to people's problems. Naturally, the need for such journey has lessened considerably since I transit position to my whimsical successor. Yet I am eager to come running should an old acquaintance or a few interests require my personal attention. That is what brings me to Elpis. In fact, many times in my presence has been requested and my opinion sought concerning the habitat of this or that creature. Agreeing to help locate the missing crystal was a minor distraction with now promises to become major revelation. How strong, how strange and wonderful it is the way one thing leads to another, wouldn't you agree? Vanna is in cheerful mood. Thank you again for your timely help. Now then, this time we return the stolen property. If you would go on ahead to my accommodation, I will join you as soon as I've attended to the task. Follow the path straight ahead to the building at the top of the slope. I have entire place to myself, so we can speak without the fear of being disrupted or overheard. I already did that. For a moment there, I thought I haven't tuned to it. So I already did attunement, I already did exploration. Right, did the Mandarin Junkmonger. Now, Mr. Junkmonger, are you selling me some fancy stuff? Leech, gold samaro, gashel greens, and dark eight matter weapons. Let's have a look. Where is it? Red mage. No, red mage. That red mage. Try on. Let's have a look. You doesn't look all that grand. I gotta admit, it looks way too plain. Uh, magic gear. It's all gonna be robes, isn't it? No? Try on. Ah. Uh, try on. Try on. Try on. Try on. Try on. Level 88. Doesn't look all that bad. I am level 87 above. Leave it for now. I'll get it after I get to level 88. Right, let's have a look. It's gonna be a big cutscene. Welcome to my temporary abode. Please make yourself at home while I put on some tea.
A wonderful aroma. I feel more relaxed already.
Would that I had sweetmeats to offer, but I travel light out of habit. There's plenty of hot water, though, so please have as much tea as you like. Now then, will you tell us your tale?
A calamity called Final Days has befallen the world.
Why don't you start from the beginning?
Where you want me to start? Where you summoned Wilt of the Star and became his troll? Do you want me to start from there? And that I killed you. How about that? Yeah? And I met you and the ghost. And then I killed the thing, and now the world is about to be destroyed. So which way you wanna know, huh? Was I killed one is dead.
Utterly preposterous.
While not the words I would have chosen, I too have my doubts. Much of it borders on the incredulous. What of you, Vanar?
She knows.
Not knowing the precise details of the first final days, it is difficult to determine the veracity of the tale. Supposing it is all true, I must ask myself why I would do what I did. Why would I feel I had no recourse but to oppose the 14 and create this Heidelin? Circumstances change, of course, but it would not have been an easy decision regardless. No, there must have been a reason. One compelling enough to force me to take such drastic measures. Then there is the Elpis flower, which I said would serve as a guide. That it's of import to your mission is plain, but your presence here leads me to believe that this place also holds significance. But what could it be? What are we meant to accomplish?
Might it not be simply thus? In the future, whence she came, the final days could not be averted. Mankind has no choice but to flee the star. By alerting us to that eventuality, perhaps you wish to pave the way for other futures.
Theoretically speaking, it is a possibility. Yet if that were my primary objective, I see no reason to guide our friend to Elpis specifically. The capital on Amarot, or even my own home would be more logical destinations.
True, true. I note also that Heidelin did not specify a point in time to which she must return. By this, it may be inferred that it was not critical that we should meet.
Alternately, she had reason to believe that our paths would converge, coincidental though it may seem.
This is quite a puzzle, and we do not have all the pieces.
There's a piece just
Hardly
outside
any.
here.
But we do have one immutable fact. If the final days are indeed as described, they will bring death to all that I hold dear. Yet despite being afforded long years of preparation, the only provisions I could make were for flight. Nay, my first and foremost endeavor would be to find a way to forestall the coming doom.
Given that even the 14 failed, mayhap you deemed it impossible.
Nothing is impossible. This I have always believed. And if Heidelin is indeed me, she would believe the same.
Listen to yourself. Are you seriously entertaining the notion that you are a messianic figure in some far-fetched tale? Well, I will not. I refuse to accept that our world could be undone by some unforeseen calamity. I also take offense to my portrayal as a megalomaniacal madman. To sacrifice oneself for the star is a noble act, and I would hold those who gave themselves to this zodiac in the highest esteem. Yet, you claim I recreated Amarot and populated it with phantoms of our people? A bizarre indulgence that would be insulting to their memory. Worse still, I even invited you there. Literally invited my own downfall. Why would I do something so idiotic and inexplicable? Now, I will allow that the hypothetical task of restoring our world would be daunting in the extreme. The thought of having to bear such a burden for 1,000 lives horrifies me. But I would never forsake my duty. I would never forsake my brethren. You do not know me. I've had my fill of your fiction. I will return to my duty, and you will not bother me again.
Emmett Selk! Wait!
Hades is always the pragmatic one, isn't it?
You've seen much of Elpis already. If you have any observations to share, I should like to hear them. Hermes and his creation Meteon, you say? If Dynamis is the self-same energy as Akasha, as it likely seems, then those two may well be at the center of the calamity to come. This warrants further investigation. With that settled, 'tis time for action. A missing pieces of the puzzle are here, I'm certain of it. And when you find them, the picture my future self has painted will be complete, and you will have your answer. Now, suffice it to say, I will aid you in your quest. Have faith. If Emmet Selk is the man Azam described to me, we've not seen the last of him.
Shall we begin our investigations then? I am acquainted with the Hermes, of course, but only the visitor received by Chief Overseer of Elpis. Of the man himself, I only know that which is common knowledge. Thus, I suggest we fall back to tried and true method of conversing with locals, observing others who live here and can surely tell us more about of Hermes and Meteon. And I have a good idea where we might begin. See you, the woman standing in front of the yonder building. Her name is Esmin. Esmini. She's one who made arrangements for me my stay in Elpis. From what I recall, she has held her position here for quite some time. Chances that she can provide us with some insights. Go and ask your questions. I will help with the drawing out the answer if need be. I will leave the choice topic up to you. Questions for me? Well, I suppose I have no other pressing duties at the moment. Right. I think I'll actually stop right here because I think this is gonna be a quite a bit. So stop this episode here and we start a new one.